Meet Sarvesh. He's 28 years old. He has a $10 million yoga business that he started from scratch. He says he owes all of this to his celibacy rule, no sex, and complete semen retention.
Where is all this semen going? How did it go into your business?
The most important part there is when you masturbate or when you release the semen, what happens is there is a certain sense of energy that goes out.
Okay.
But if you're able to bring all that energy upwards and move into your brains, what happens is the creative source of that particular energy is supremely significant. You're able to focus much better, you're able to concentrate much better, and a lot more.
But I've noticed that if you feel like having sex and you don't masturbate, most people complain that they get distracted.
Yeah, that is when they're trying to suppress.
Okay.
When they're doing it without knowledge, when they're able to do it with awareness,
okay,
and what is the advantage of what it could do to your brain and your body and your life.
How long will Sarvesh not have sex for?
Well, it's $1 million. It's $1 billion question actually.
When you reach the $1 billion business, then maybe or no?
I don't know.
How much money do you want to make through your semen before you actually have sex?
A lot of people ask me that question actually.
So what is the answer to this question?
I'd say probably in 3 years we should do another video and then check out what happens then.
Wow. We'll see, he'll be like, I have a $1 trillion business, but it's all from this semen. If you feel that feeling of distraction.
So when you feel that form of lust, stroke, distraction, whatever we want to call it, right? You're aware of it. You're saying, okay, fine, this is happening to me.
Yeah.
And just keep looking at it objectively, and then it goes away. But the first step is to take that first step, and then you look at it objectively. That'll move. A different feeling will come. Again, look at it. That'll go.
Observe your feeling. Lockdown, I got a lot of DMs saying, Shenaz, I don't know what to do. I'm watching a lot of porn. I'm masturbating a lot. All I do is masturbate. I don't know why people are telling me this, but I have got a lot of messages saying I don't know what to do, and I do it. I masturbate, and then I feel bad.
You're doing it, and then after doing it for that 1 millisecond, you feel great.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh my god, now I'm feeling my energy is low, because if there is one person who can say that after I can talk about he masturbates or having sex or having that orgasm, right? If he's feeling really energetic and like super coming back to dancing off or etc.
I guess guys don't feel like that. They feel a little bit more lethargic. They go to sleep usually.
Exactly. Why? Because energy never drains out. If you're able to take that energy towards your brain, you're supremely active. You're able to think much better.
Semen retention, according to you, builds up creativity. How is that?
Semen, right? When you have sex, when people are married, etc. The semen is what gives birth to a new being.
Correct.
Imagine it's life, right?
Yes.
That is life.
Oh.
And imagine that going upward to your brain, what it could kind of
so
open
you're
up.
creating another life, and that's how you created your big business.
No, it helps you a lot in thinking, in opening up, and it also helps you a lot in being very, very attractive, not just to your opposite sex or whatever, but just your energy becomes so positive that people start getting attracted to you, people like speaking to you, people feel comfortable with you a lot.
Oh, and that's how they trust you.
I'm typically always with women,
and
I'm like, they're like, I have some doubts. I'm like, no,
How do you control yourself when you feel like you're always around attractive women? He has this big business. He's an attractive guy. He used to be a pro cricketer. Now he has this, yoga business with Malaika Arora, one of the sexiest women on this planet. How do you control that, feeling of lust towards any, or feeling like, oh, I'm in love with this woman. I want to have sex with her. How do you control that?
I don't control it. I'm aware of it. Okay. Controlling is the problem.
Okay.
When you're aware of it, if I see something or see somebody and I immediately feel, oh my god, she's cute, good looking, hot, I immediately start feeling what happens inside me. My heartbeat gets faster, my breath changes, what happens from internally inside my body. And the moment I start seeing it objectively, it all subsides.
Wow.
And then there is a new feeling of whether it's compassion, love, friendship, etc. And it becomes very, very different.
I feel like when you have sex and you reach an orgasm, it's like a meditation. I feel like sex sometimes is meditation.
Well, you're actually right in many ways, because it at least this is what I've heard, I've been taught, I've been told, etc. That meditation derived from sex. Because when you have sex, you reach, when you are in the orgasmic stage, when the man ejaculates, he reaches a stage called samadhi.
Correct.
for a millisecond, which
Yeah.
is the stage of thoughtlessness.
Right.
And then they were like, okay, if I can stay in this stage for a millisecond, can I extend this period of time? Which is when meditation derived.
Oh.
Meditation in Hindi
It
means
came out
dhyan.
of- oh.
Dhyan.
Oh.
Dhyan means awareness. So if you're able to focus on your breath, normal and natural breath, you will reach a stage of thoughtlessness, but it takes
So
time.
you do have orgasms, but your orgasms are from yoga and not from sex or masturbation or porn.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yes.
Look at this guy.
Whatever little bit I can do, at least with my brain, in terms of breathing and meditation, I do.
So he has had an orgasm, but just through meditation, guys. And I know some girls who've told me, you know what, I find Sarvesh hot, but he doesn't do anything. So how do you say no to all these beautiful women?
Just tell them the story.
And
I'm sure that they appreciate the fact that I'm on this path where
Wow.
it should not be forced or anything of that nature.
So do you think there'll be a woman who will come and steal your virginity?
I have no idea about that. I have
Do you think you'll ever get married?
time will tell.
And if you get married, will you have sex?
Of course.
Oh.
I assume, and I think so.
So I'm sure a lot of women are like, oh, this is a challenge.
No, I don't know about that.
Don't you feel like, oh, what would it be like to have sex? I've heard so much about because it's pretty amazing.
No, because I mean, for me, honestly, it's about being aware, right? So I know that there is it's all for the good.
So you really feel like you owe everything to this because you have done a lot. At 28, this guy has done so much. So so you really, and do you feel like in case you have sex or in case you don't follow the 5 hours, maybe?
No, I think I can't comment whether I wouldn't or would have been successful. Me, because I was a very different person before 17. My anger levels were high. I was attitude as a child because I come from a very wealthy family, and it was a very different life that I had before 17.
But we want to clear this up. The $10 million business that you have is solely you started.
I formally got started when I was 23.
Without any help from your father or anything?
No, I didn't begin the business at all with the help of my father. And the semen retention highs that typically happens are no sex highs, but you're a human being, right? You also have those.
Correct.
And I do believe these 5 hours help me balance. And be in a state of balance and kind of take any situation, whether I've flown in a private jet with Jennifer Lopez, or whether it's a time of COVID where all our studios are shut. That time in the private plane and even now from home, I think my state of mind is the same. I'm happy because my Guruji always says, as long as you are breathing, don't worry.
And as long as you don't have sex, you're okay.
That part I don't know.
Okay, guys, this is Sarvesh. He has had no sex ever. Girls.
This is a challenge. I'm just kidding.
But thank you so much. I actually really have learned. Do you feel, okay, from a woman point of view, do you feel like for women it's the same thing? Do you think if we have no sex, no masturbation, celibacy, I can suddenly have a $10 million business? I can suddenly have a $10 million business? Ask all your questions, especially the ones in my DM talking to me about masturbation and porn and, you know, being in lockdown or being bored. A lot of people say when they're bored, they masturbate.
But they should ask themselves why. They should genuinely ask themselves, why do I do that? And why don't I watch a movie? Or why don't I, say...
It's a form of distraction, I guess.
No, it's not a form of distraction. They watch porn, they masturbate to get that 0.1 millisecond of... Oh my God! Okay, I'm very happy. I'm very happy, and because that calms them down.
Okay, guys, instead of masturbating, join Sarvesh's yoga classes.
You will get that point of meditation for a longer period of time.
Thanks, Sarvesh. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave your comments. Please leave questions for Sarvesh and let us know what you think about the semen retention rule. Do you think that it can help you in your life? Have you struggled with masturbation and porn? Please, we want your comments.
Thank you, Shazi. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.